Well, I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call.
In that moment, Cody made it fun. He made it comfortable. He made it something that we were all willing and wanting to do. And so for that, I appreciate it. Thanks, Cody.
Cody to me was a true brother, lifelong partner, great teammate. Throughout the years, me and Cody just developed a great relationship. First thing I think about is 3 words, I got you. When I first came to Georgia, it was kind of tough for me to trust anybody, to even be around anybody, and Cody told me, but putting his arms around me that I got you. He exhibited that even off the court, and seeing me, in different facets, going to the mall together. On the floor, he was the first one there to come pick me up. So for Cody, man, it's just a community thing. It means the world to me, like a brother. Stand up with him 4 in the morning, whether it's placing ice on his eye or playing the game, it didn't matter. But everything about Cody just melts my heart just because I know what kind of guy he is, and I know what type of family he has around him. So I truly appreciate everything he did for me.
He didn't necessarily yell all the time. He wasn't extra loud, but even in his own way, he would tell you do this the right way, or he would lead by example, show you the right way to do something. So that was somebody that I kind of always looked up to, all in all.
Cody to me, unlike a lot of his friends, I met him more so on the tip of being on the basketball court. I've seen the kid do tremendous things as far as what I believe are 2 words that he embodied to the fullest, which are heart and effort. I know for me, during certain times, he would be able to smile and make me not upset about certain situations.
Well, let me give you something that you can leave with it, just to think about.
Definitely.
Here's a good illustration somebody shared with me. This may change you like I got changed in college. I was good, man, I was playing basketball, I was chasing the women, but I was straddling the fence. I wasn't really serious. I was only following Jesus when it was convenient.
Yeah.
But when I had to be around my basketball team, I was doing the same thing they was doing.
Right.
So here's what was shown to me. I'll give you an example. Let's say right now you stood before a judge because you murdered people.
Mm-hmm.
If the judge is good, what would he do to you?
Guilty.
Guilty, right? But let's say he's gonna give you a lethal injection.
Mm-hmm.
And so they schedule you, they strap you on that what do you call that thing?
Gurney.
Gurney. They strap you on that gurney. They strap both arms in, both legs, and the doctor administrating the lethal injection comes to you and says, "You have any last words?" And you know what he does? He don't even give you a chance to explain. He begins to take that and stick that needle in your arm, and all of a sudden, the door flies open. He takes the needle out your arm, and he turns around and looks. And you remember the judge that was that sentenced you with lethal injection? He's standing there with his 2-year-old innocent son. And he comes into the room with tears in his eyes, and he says, "Unstrap him."
Wow.
So he unstraps you. And he kisses his son one last time and tells you to stand next to the gurney. He straps his little son with his arms and his legs. The judge says to the man administering the lethal injection, "Proceed."
Go ahead.
So he takes the needle and he puts it in his son, and his son pays the price for you.
Yeah.
The judge falls on his knees and he looks at you and he says, "Do you see how much I love you, that I would take my innocent son and I would exchange him for you?
Wow.
Would you be willing to accept what my son has done? Because I already lethally injected him. You only got 2 choices.
Right.
You can either accept what the judge has done, and the judge embraces you. He hugs you. If you looked at his son take the punishment that you deserve, how would you live your life for the rest of your life?
You got a second chance. You have no reason to
your whole
stray
life
away.
will change.
Yeah,
You may sin, you may think about murder again, but every time you think about murder, it makes you sick
sacrifice
because of the sacrifice and the love of the daddy that he would execute his son on your behalf.
Exactly.
Or if you reject it after he lethally injected his son, what do you think the judge is going to do to you then?
It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you what you deserve.
There you go. So 2,000 years ago, man, God loved you so much that he lethally injected his son on that cross. He took the punishment that you deserved, right?
Yes, he did.
So that's not nothing light to play with.
And no, it's
if
not.
If you really accepted that, your life can't stay the same.
And you can't be quiet about it.
You cannot be quiet about it.
I mean, that story did give me goosebumps.
It did give me goosebumps. So based on that story, man, if red light says, I think I'm already good, so I don't really, I'm good. Yellow light says, man, I really need to consider what you said and evaluate that. Green light says, man, I don't think I was good, but I'm ready to follow Jesus all the way in, 100%. Willing to seek perfection even though I'll never be perfect. So it's not about perfection, it's about direction. So even if you go all in, it's not like you're going to be perfect, but you're willing to be perfected.
Yes.
And so, man, red, yellow, or green, where would you say you at?
I'm gonna have to reevaluate, honestly. I will have to go back and look at my life and certain situations and times because I'm not perfect, like I said.
Right.
And I am seeking that perfection, knowing that I will never reach it.
It's true.
But like you said, that direction is definitely big. So I'll definitely say yellow because I think me reflecting on my life. I'm 24 years old.
24.
I've lived only 24 years. I don't know how you are, but
40.
You didn't have to say it. You're older than me, but so. You might have stepped in potholes that I might not have stepped in as a Christian.
True.
And I would love for another Christian who's been there, like, hey, my friend.
Man, for sure.
Reevaluate that. Because
absolutely.
Friends to me are very important because without them, life is kind of boring.
Yeah, man.
And
for sure.
Jesus had 12 of them.
He did.
So
he did, man.
I would definitely say the yellow, but just because of reevaluating and there are times where it's like I need to
for sure, man.
Rededicate or turn back.
That's good, man. And that's good.
I know as a young Christian that was, I guess, a challenge because like I was saved at 7.
Okay.
I was saved at 7 years old.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 7 years old, things changed. 7 years old, I go back the next day, things didn't change like I thought.
True.
I'm 7 years old, 7-year-old mindset. Yellow light is definitely that rededication because I think sometimes that rededication is just as powerful, if not more powerful.
I got you.
Than when you got saved.
I hear you, man. And that's kind of what happened to me, man. I had just a reevaluation change. My life ain't been the same since.
Right.
So, any other thing you want to say, man? Anything you thinking? Any question you got, or?
I don't have any questions for whoever's watching. I do want you all to remember Cody was a great kid.
Yep.
That his legacy still lives on to this day. That's all I got.
All right, man. Man, you can get his number.
Okay.
So.
Do you believe in the afterlife at all?
Yeah.
Do you believe in God's existence?
Yeah, I believe all that.
Oh, wow. So on a scale, say for example that, if you would die today, now God forbid, I would wish you lived to 200 years old. But say for example you would die today and you would stand before God on a scale of 0 to 100. 0 being if you were to die, you go straight to hell, and 100 being if you were to die, you go to heaven. Where would you say you're at on a scale of 0 to 100?
I say like honestly maybe like a 75 to like an 80 only because like I think if I said like 100 that'd be like like me not being honest, I'm not perfect, so if I had to say like a 75 to 80 that'd be more accurate.
75. So 75 to 80?
Yeah, only because like I make mistakes and I'm going to sin, so
sure.
Yeah.
So do that concern you at all that there's a possibility of 20% chance that if you do die that you go to hell?
Honestly, no, because like I think it's still 20%. It don't bother me only because like no one's perfect either. Only person probably didn't make mistakes like Jesus, but even like people had a past, people, even pastors and priests and all that other stuff. Even though they make mistakes, they still what's the word? Repent. Still read their Bible. So I feel as long as I repent and still read the Bible and know that he's, somebody asked me about a Christian, I don't deny him. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, get his number. Get his number, and maybe he'll call him and maybe finish it up, man. We do a young adult ministry here, man, on Thursday nights.
Okay.
Man, at 7 o'clock, man. I think you'll like it. But so we'll invite you.
I'll probably come with that because I'm still in school, so
you still okay?
I go back to Savannah tomorrow.
All right, do your thing, man. Give his number. He'll follow up with you, man. Thank you for your time, man.
Cody, we miss you. I thank you for everything. I thank you for being a big brother to me.
Yeah.
I know you're a better place, and I know you looking down this side of the game. Love you.
All right, bless you, man. God
Appreciate
bless
it.
you.
You have a
Take
good
care.
day.
You too, bro. Think about that interview, man.
It was worth it.
Really?
Conversation was real deep. Definitely interesting. I would advise everybody, encourage everybody to speak about it, speak up, let everybody know like what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows,
Yeah,
nobody
man.
knows what people are going through behind closed doors.
For sure,
what
man.
they got going on with family, stuff like that.
Right.
So definitely reach out. 110% worth it.
Did you make any decision today, or are you just kind of still thinking through it, or what? 'Cause I know you.
Still going through the process, trying to process everything.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Trying to go in the right direction.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully.
All right, cool.
Hopefully, God will lead the way.
He will, man. Well, God bless you, man. Appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. What you think about today, man? We had a chance to engage some of the community with the gospel. What do you think, Martin?
Man, it was amazing, man. I just seen God work through this whole day, this whole night.
Yeah.
You know, just having gospel conversations with people that was there, with some of Cody's family,
Yep.
members, and it was just amazing, man. And I just saw how Jesus worked through it, man. So
Yeah.
praise God. Glory to
How many people you had a chance to kind of engage?
God. With around like two or
Yeah.
three people.
Yeah, man.
Two or
Good.
three people, yeah.
That's cool. Emilio, what you think about tonight, man?
Today was really good. Like, just in the whole totality of today, like I've seen God work so much.
Yeah.
And it's just, God is good. God is good. Because at the end of the day, if God can't direct a parked car. Like, if you're not going, you're not growing. Like, it's scary and it's nerve-wracking, but ultimately, the only validation you need is from God. And the world will try to batter you and put you down, but they did that to God first. So I encourage you to go out there, get going, start growing. That's it.
All right.